New York Jets and the New England Patriots. What twists and turns will January have in store for us? The NFL playoffs are officially underway. This one taken from the 7. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The former Purdue Boilermaker, Raheem Mostert, and able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A Jet first down, 18 big yards that time. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only they're controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A big play there. 53 yards. And the Jets have taken a first-quarter lead. You talk about explosion plays. There's one pretty much right out of the gate.
And now they get to ride a wave of emotion, momentum, everything. Just as you.
And oh, it's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a lot. And he's into the clear. He's at the 50, 30, the 20, 10, 5, and he takes it the distance across the goal line for 2 points. Now the punter who also does the kickoff duties, Locke Edwards, out to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now a carry for the shifty Dion Lewis. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game.
And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Brady to throw on second down. And he'll be out of bounds up near midfield at the 49. 17 yards there for the Patriots as they've got themselves a first down.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down.
But when it comes to the running game, the New England Patriots, They're one of the few teams in the NFL that I don't think care much about balancing things out.
Last year, to your point, 5th in passing yardage, number 30 in the run game.
What they want to do each and every week is make a game plan based on their opponent, not so much their own personnel, and they try to attack that well.
Now Brady throwing on 2nd down. It's caught left side by Cooks. And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry. Third down now following the completed pass. Now Brady. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they run successful.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. Halfback sent in motion. Brady to throw for it on 4th down. And this is caught. It's pulled in by Gronkowski. And he's going to have the 1st down, yardage to the 35. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another 1st down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short gain down to about the 33. Now it looks like we've got a Patriot down, slow to get up. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. And the 8th play on this drive coming up. A big hit. Knocked down sideways at the 29. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st. To throw is Brady. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
I love the intelligence the defense just showed there. Read their keys, saw the screen developing, ran to it, and smothered it. What a 3rd down stop by them.
They converted once earlier in this drive, but they'll roll the dice here again on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Brady. Looking for Gronkowski, and he's got him complete. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another 1st down. Ah, yes, Brady to Gronk. You think these two are in sync?
Without a doubt. And, look, they both understand what they can do for each other. Gronk knows if he gets open, the ball's going to be there. And Tom Brady knows what a great security blanket Gronk is. When all else fails, you find big 87.
And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Well, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense. Now Brady again. And his throw here's incomplete. Unable to get it to Gronkowski that time. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the second down incompletion. Throwing is Brady on third down. He gets it to Cooks. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be fourth down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and that'll bring him back within a point. So a 15-play drive. Can't believe that only resulted in 3, but it did.
That is somewhat amazing, isn't it? When you hold the ball that long, run offense that well, yet only put 3 points on the board, it has to be a little bit of a disappointment, doesn't it?
Has to. The Jets offense now works their way back onto the field. So the D-line's going to spread out. Now Mostert. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
See if they stay on the ground for second down.
Let's go!
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to hold that one in.
Now an Eastern Michigan man, Darius Jackson on the carry. And he'll get across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up fourth down. With Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Jets in possession as we begin quarter number 2 here. They are, however, facing a fourth down situation. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on fourth down. They'll send a receiver in motion left. And the play clock's running down. That's going to set him back 5 yards. On fourth down, here's Lachlan Edwards to punt it. Back deep, Dre Archer. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Here's Archer. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Patriots take over. Now the Patriots offense, they work their way back out onto the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Here we go!
And he'll get this up to about the 40. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
A first carry now for Rex Burkhead. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down.
Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, we have got to run the football. We've got to get it going right now.
Yeah, to this point in the second quarter, it has been a struggle. New England on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 8. Now Brady. And that's complete to Cooks. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
They threw the screen to the perimeter, but to no benefit at all. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of yardage.
And this offense has converted twice already here in this first half on 4th down conversions. And here we go again. Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. On 4th down on now is the lefty Ryan Allen to punt. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. So out now come the Jets. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The
leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Jet first down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Jet first down. Two minutes to play here in the first half. Back with more AFC playoff action after this timeout. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Here's Mostert. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Jackson. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down. Well, that play was doomed right from the start.
They just about ran into every defender on that one, didn't he? It felt like everyone got a piece of that tackle.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Drop to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Dante Hightower. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
I'd say the staff that's up in the booth watching the game, they may want to file that one away. See how fast the free safety closed to make that play? Might want to check into a throw the next time.
On second down, here's Brady. Throw complete right side to Cooks. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Now the Jets are going to burn another timeout. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. New England on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Brady now to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
That's a first down if he holds on, but you saw the contact. Able to jar it free from him and force a 4th down.
Great play defensively there, as you said, just to knock it free, because if he had caught that, past the sticks, first down. And now they call on Stephen Gostkowski. His career-long 57 yards set just a year ago. This was the old NFL record distance for decades, a 63-yard attempt. And Gostkowski's kick is good. So make some room next to Tom Dempsey on the NFL's all-time field goal distance leaderboard. That's going to go down officially as a 63-yarder.
Let's not forget about David Akers, Jason Elam, and Sebastian Janikowski, too. So now Matt Prater at 64 has got a little bit of company up near the top spot. That was one heck of a kick right there.
And the Jets set to take the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk is a big decision here.
This is Mostert. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 11 yards on the pickup, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
Look, the first down marker is out there, but sometimes it's hard to find for an offense when they're in a long yardage situation, which usually means throw the football. In this case, they went against the tendency and ran it, and boy, the reward was there. A big, big pickup. And guess what? It's now.
Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by the veteran James Harrison.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Final shot before half for Brady. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Jamal Adams. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup, as we'll send you down the coast to Orlando, where we check in with our friend Larry Ridley and the EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry? Now the punter, who also does the kickoff duties, Locke Edwards, out to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one, as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters, as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace, because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
They run the counter now on first down. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. You'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Second and 5. On play action, now Brady. He's letting it fly for Cooks. This is caught inside the 15. It's a big play there for the Patriots. 61 yards. The last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know there's a quarterback in this league that's any good that doesn't throw an interception occasionally, and they usually bounce back in a big way. I've seen guys throw 5 and still find a way to win the game in the end.
So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. Now they'll run it on the toss. And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Now receiver in motion left. Brady going to give this one to Burkhead. No gain on the play there, and they're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
And this offense on 3rd down today, a pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. Here's Brady to throw. And he is caught at the 7-yard line. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7.
They completed the screen on the perimeter, but boy, that was textbook defense, exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen, and they snuffed it out for a loss of yardage.
And Gostkowski's kick is good. And the lead now 5, 11-6. So 3 field goals for him here, and this last one helps him stretch out the lead.
And he's been solid as usual. And this is what you need to do. Make sure you get points out of every possession, and so far they've done a nice job of that.
Here's the Jets offense now getting set to start off this 3rd quarter. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start. I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
2nd down and a little ways to go here. 2nd and 13. They'll look to throw here. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he lost the football. So the offense lining up 1st and 10. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
So while the offense has had a big day, no one on that side of the ball is excited about seeing a loss like that. Their goal, to make every play positive. And when you have a bad one like that, your next goal is to not let it spiral into more.
Throw here out of the gun. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Patrick Chung. 20, 10, 5. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown.
Now that was a beautiful play. A pick 6. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This one taken from the 7. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Now the Jets offense gets ready to head back on the field. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
They told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
But these guys are going to chomp into that deficit. They got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Back to throw now on 1st down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. James Harrison in there for sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete. And Charles got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
The Patriots offense now, they worked their way back onto the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point.
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bad.
I don't know about that. Super tough.
He's going to float this one deep right side. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Brandon Cooks, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Patriots add on to their lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. They go play action here on first down. He's going to air one out. This is caught inside the 15. A huge play there for the Jets. 64 yards. They've been struggling in the passing game. Do you like the aggressiveness there? I mean, it worked on that play, but do you like it?
I do, because a lot of the time you're struggling because your passing lanes are clogged. That usually happens when you're throwing the ball underneath. People start to press up on you. Push them deep. Find some space and open things up again. Being aggressive there, I think, will pay off for them. This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. Past the 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the Jet offense now. They head out to take over. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Get ready, get ready, get ready. Leopard, Leopard.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And Austin Seferian-Jenkins has it. And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Now a play fake here on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Watch it now, Barney.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Able to push his way through. And the pressure gets to him again. Dante Hightower in there to get him. And this pass rush strong now. That sacks on back-to-back plays. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 14 yards, but they're still well shy of a first as that leads to 4th down.
This offense really put themselves in a tough spot on 1st and 2nd down and needing long yardage to try and pick up a first down, and they ended up getting a great run. Explosive, picked up nice yardage. You don't expect to be in this situation on 4th down, but guess what? It all started with what happened on 1st and 2nd down. Really put them behind the 8 ball.
And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. The Tide Bulls tried it, went for it, but it didn't pay off. And the Patriots defense is going to take over on downs. They fake the handoff. Now Brady. He's letting it fly for Cooks. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
This is such a good read defensively. They know that this offense is going to try to get the ball to their playmaker in space. So what do? They crowd him and send bodies at him. And this one winds up being intercepted.
And not great starting field position here for the offense. Now they try the right side here. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
And give him a lot of credit there, but even more credit to the guys up front. In that situation, you know it's going to be a stacked defensive front. And to be able to gain that much yardage, that's a big win for the guy.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. A gain of 39 that time. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. Fresh set of downs here.
Double tight, guys, double tight.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be 2nd and 12. They'll drop the throw. Now a desperation throw deep down. This is caught at the 20. Big yardage that time for the Jets. And even 40 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just...
And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Super Bowl 49 hero Malcolm Butler. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong.
And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off right around the 43. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
He's going to let it fly. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
Here we go now. Green, 39.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Now, and all the way in. Touchdown, New York. And he showcased his blazing speed on that one.
Was he wearing football cleats or track spikes? Because he was gone. Big-time play, and just think about what that does if you're a receiver on the team with him. Well, that's got to open things up for you as well, because if I'm a defense, I've got to get back deeper and deeper in order to keep him in front. But I'm not sure how many can actually keep him in front with that speed.
They'll set up a throw. Escapes the sack. And this is incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
So the Patriots coming out now. They have the big lead here late. They protected their home turf well, didn't they?
They certainly did, partner. And just think about how good that feels, because every team has a goal when they start the year to win at home. All right? And sometimes you don't win all of them, but they managed to get that done today. Just think about your routine stays the same. Everything's familiar. You feel right going into the game, and they translated that into a win.
They did indeed. They protected the home field, and now the final stages. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. A handoff as they run the counter play. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Here's Brady. He's going to air one out. And this is caught inside the 5. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Brandon Cooks, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead. And that stretches the lead to 27. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Jets offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
So when you call a corner blitz, what a lot of teams call a cat blitz, you're expected to come after the quarterback, but in this case, he ran into the ball carrier. Really nice technique, because what you do is you come deep as the deepest offensive player, so he can't get outside of you.
The Jets on 3rd down, as bad as you can be. 0 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Now a former New Mexico Lobo, it's Jarrell Presley. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Here's Lachlan Edwards now as he's on to punt for New York. This is Archer. A 45-yard punt, 4 there on the return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit 000. And this looks to probably be the final play. Brady going to throw here. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off inside the 10. And a disappointing way to close out the season.